Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do here?
Sure, my name is Ioanna Antonopoulos. I'm the Talent Attraction Manager for KPMG in the GTA. So right now I am doing all the recruitment for all the schools across the GTA, and before I actually joined KPMG in audit in 2010 as a summer intern, and then came back full-time in 2011. So I do have my CPA, but now I'm working in HR full-time.
Who is your ideal candidate at KPMG?
So our ideal candidate at KPMG is really a student that is well-rounded. So they don't have to be the top of their class or have some crazy cool internship before starting with us. It just really has to be a student that has some work experience behind their belt. It doesn't have to be a fancy internship. As I said, it could be something, working at a grocery store, working at McDonald's. Even those candidates have amazing skills that they could bring to this type of role. It could be a student that has some community involvement or is involved at school with extracurricular activities. Of course, a student that does take care of their grades and works hard. That's important just so that we can see that they can balance several things at the same time. So that would be an ideal candidate for KPMG.
How can students stand out and make a lasting impression during networking sessions?
So for us at networking sessions, speaking for most recruiters, we're looking for students that we can hold an easy conversation with. So you don't necessarily have to talk to us about accounting, specific accounting knowledge or things like that. We're really just looking for a student that has interests outside of school or has some interesting questions to ask us. So to me, a long-lasting impression that a student would make at a networking session would be just a really fun, interesting conversation, talking to me about their trips or involvement, even TV shows that they watch. It's something that really just makes a student stand out, and I'll remember that student after, like, oh, we talked about Suits, or we talked about your trip to Australia, something like that. So that's what we look for at a networking session.
What would you look for in a cover letter? Something really creative?
So for us, what we look for in a cover letter is really experiences that the candidate has had with our firm, looking for why the candidate wants to work for us, why should we choose them for a program or for an internship, for example. So as much as a nice creative cover letter is often differentiating from other ones that we receive, it's not mandatory. I'd say it's more what your content is in the cover letter, and I would tell you to try to add some personality to it, not necessarily in a creative way, but for example, mentioning a story that a recruiter has told you at a networking event, or talking about an encounter that you've had with a staff member at KPMG at school or an ambassador. So that's really what we would look for in a cover letter, and we find it adds so much personality and shows that you really do want to work for KPMG.
Could you talk to us a little bit about KPMG's internship program?
Sure. So here at KPMG, we have an award-winning summer intern program that we're really proud of. So we won TalentEgg's Best Internship last year, and the reason for this is that we have a rotational summer internship. So what this means is that our summer interns will have the opportunity to do one audit rotation and one non-audit rotation. Non-audit rotations are in tax, advisory, and national shared services. So advisory groups that students could participate in would be valuations, risk consulting, transaction services, and then national shared services are groups like campus recruiting, so you get to work with me for the summer, or marketing, sales, finance. So it's nice for the students because they get to see a little bit of everything at KPMG. Also, another really nice opportunity for our summer interns is KPMG's Global Internship Program. So what this is pretty much just a convent for summer interns. And how this works is that interns will apply and have the chance to work half the summer in the office that they chose, for example, Toronto, and half the summer in another KPMG office around the world. So past locations have included South Africa, New Zealand, and Ireland last year. So this is a really amazing opportunity to get to experience a KPMG global assignment during the summer internship.
KPMG's slogan, one firm, one team, countless opportunities. Can you expand on that a little bit?
Sure. So here at KPMG, we work as one firm. And what that is that we focus on relationships. So we have relationships with our clients, our future clients, with each other here at the firm, with students that we're trying to recruit, as well as with our communities. So working as one team, whether it be in our audit, tax, advisory practices, we focus on client excellence, we focus on recruiting the best and brightest, and then we offer countless opportunities to our staff. So we try to fulfill them to their best possible potential and offer them any type of career growth that they're looking for within their professional careers.
What are some tips on students trying to get involved with KPMG?
So when I went through recruitment back in 2009, I was very stressed and nervous, and I didn't know how to approach people at networking events. And my advice to you guys would be to start early. So whether in your first year or second year, go to those networking events. A lot of your student organizations and societies organize a bunch of different events that firms like to sponsor and attend. So try to go to as many as possible. It's nice for us to get to see your face more than once, get to talk to you, get to know a little bit more about yourself than just reading your resume. Other really fun ways to get involved would be to follow us on Facebook and Twitter and keep track of all our events coming up, so we can host, let's say, a firm tour at our office, or we'd love to meet you for coffee, for example. So don't be shy to send us an email or give us a call just to follow up and get to know us a little bit better.
Could you talk to us a little bit about the programs offered at KPMG?
Sure, so that's a great way to get involved with KPMG throughout the year. We offer 4 really amazing programs for our students. So the first one would be Ace the Case. Then we would have Executive Look, and then we would have Developing Potential, followed by Experience Community Leadership. So our Ace the Case program is essentially a case competition. There is a local, national, and international component. So for the local component, we will invite students to our offices to attend a case crack seminar held by Densmore Consulting. So Densmore will help teach our students how to crack a case and how to present it in front of a panel of judges. Then we'll split up our students into groups, and the students will have a couple of hours to crack a case and then present it. The winner of the local component will then compete in nationals. So nationals would be competing against the other winning teams across the country. That team then that wins nationals will compete in the KPMG International Case Competition, which is held at a different country every single year. So other years we have gone to Greece, we have gone to Spain, we have gone to Brazil, so it's a very exciting competition. So our Executive Look program is our summer conference held here in Toronto over a 3-day period in August. It's an amazing opportunity for students across the country to get together, network with each other and with KPMG. They'll have a chance to meet our executives, including our CEO, get to ask those questions that they've always wanted to know about KPMG, get into breakout sessions and workshops, and just really get to see what KPMG is all about. Developing Potential is our scholarship offered to some of the best students across the country. So we have 1 accounting and 1 marketing scholarship that we offer with this program, and it's really to students that experience and show that leadership, those leadership skills, and that are just really devoted to academic excellence. So Experience Community Leadership is another really fun program that we offer in the summer. It's a great way for students to interact with KPMG while school's out and to keep up with us before fall recruitment starts. So what it is that KPMG will invite students to come give back to the communities with them. It's a great way to see a little bit about what a day in the life of KPMG is here at our offices, and then get to see how we give back to our communities, these non-for-profit organizations that we're involved with throughout the year that we'd love to have the students help and give back together.
Can you talk to us a little bit about when you were recruiting for KPMG?
Sure. So when I was getting recruited by KPMG, I attended the traditional networking sessions and events hosted by my school at the time. And one part that I was really nervous about during recruitment was my resume and how to make it stand out from all the other hundreds of resumes that KPMG would have to read. So back then, I was a seating hostess at a restaurant, and I was nervous that this wasn't a fancy schmancy internship at a big firm. I wasn't really business savvy back then. So one thing that I did to really differentiate my resume was just write all the skills that I got out of this job that could have been transferred over to KPMG. So for example, I wrote that you really needed a lot of client service in this type of role. I was heading the other hostesses, so just making sure that everyone was organized. I was also seating up to 1,000 customers on a really busy night, so making sure that everything was going smoothly. So these are just really aspects of your position, of your job, that you can make shine on your resume, just to show the recruiters that you really are capable of handling all these types of situations that are transferable at a job like a summer intern or a full-time intern at KPMG. So that's my recruiting experience, and I hope this helps you guys.